everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. What a great day. Now, in the last video, if you didn't see it, well, we talked all about how the Mustang GTD will go about conquering the Nürburgring, specifically how Ford will plan to attack the track to take down the new 911 GT3 RS alongside other kingpin cars out there like the AMG GT Black Series. Will it beat the Black Series? we're going to find out. Now, I'm making this video actually as soon as I'm wrapping up the previous one because I realized I completely missed a very important topic that many of you need to consider. If you owned a Shelby GT500 from 2020 to about 2023 and 4, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about here. That vehicle was absolutely incredible on both the racetrack and the drag strip, but we can take a few things from the experience on the racetrack and apply it to the Mustang GTD. Recently, the Ford team unveiled that the new GTD has 815 horsepower, which is a ton of horsepower. However, the block itself is still a 5.2 liter and it's a supercharged V8, similar to what we found with my Ford Raptor R and then also those GT500s on the street from 2020 to 2023. If we take those aspects into account, we can learn a few things about the drivetrain and the engine components of this new Mustang GTD, then apply that to the Nürburgring lap. The Mustang may have a problem, an issue that the team may need to think really hard at. The team will need to find a workaround for. Now, this is all speculative, so please bear with me today in this video. We're going to base this completely off my experience driving the GT500 on the road course, whether it's on Laguna Seca Raceway to Big Willow in California. I also drove one on Road America. It was my good friend's car, and it was a ton of fun on a fast track like that, a massive track with a top speed of 170 miles an hour, I believe, on the main straightaway. I'm a big fan of Road America. Make sure to check out that video. I'll have it linked on the top of the screen right now, me driving the Track Pack GT500 on such a massive track towards the East Coast. The GT500 had a little bit of a dilemma. It was incredibly fast on the track. The lap times were unreal. It was like the first supercar Mustang. But you noticed on track, well, your gas tank goes from full to getting close to half a tank. After 20-25 minutes on a track with a lot of straightaways, you're basically out of gas and you have to pit in to refuel. The GT500 consumes so much gasoline, it's right up there with like a Dodge Hellcat. I think it consumes gasoline faster than the Hellcat because it was car and driver or road and track. They did a test where they tested how much gasoline the Hellcat consumes, the ZL1 consumes, a lot of these American muscle cars. I believe they found the GT500 was one of the most consuming motors of fuel compared to even the Hellcat, which I can believe it. When you're pumping out that much horsepower, you're gonna be consuming gas fast. The 750S I have goes through gas incredibly fast. I would say just as fast as the GT500. Is it faster? I really don't know. It feels just like it though. After about one full session on track at Big Willow Raceway, I'm getting pretty dang near the empty side of the gas tank. So when you consider a track that's over 10 miles like the Nürburgring, the team doesn't have the opportunity to go for 1 lap, 2 laps, 3 laps, 4 laps in a row because they're going to be not only dealing with tire wear, but also fuel consumption. We don't know how the new Mustang GTD handles when the gas tank runs low. It could pull power. So if it does pull power, the team really has a very narrow margin of lap time performance that they can go after because they need to be ready, completely fueled up or to a certain level where they can maximize the lap time. Go out, do their complete warm-up lap because these Nürburgring laps are flying laps, right? Unless they can enter the track earlier and then just go for it, but there still needs to be a warm-up phase for the tires. These companies and everyone going after a lap time, they start with a flying lap. So when you're going around the start and finish line before it, and you're going for that time, it's going to be interesting because after one full lap, then a second full lap, you're going to be pretty low on gas. I don't think the GTD or even the Shelby GT500, with that being said, could last a whole nother lap. The bigger the track with the bigger straightaways, you will go through gas faster. About 10 or 20 minutes of a 2.5 mile track would put you darn near equal to the Nürburgring after 2 laps. So it's important to really consider how much fuel this new Mustang GTD will be consuming and whether or not it's going to be an issue for the car on the track. I believe that what the team is going to be doing here, similarly to how we talked in the previous episode, is put on a brand new set of Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2Rs, get the tank up to like 90% or 100% fuel, and then just go for it after the warm-up lap, obviously, to get those tires warm. Because after 1-2 laps at the Nürburgring, the Cup 2Rs will start to diminish with their super grippy hot lap hero level performance. So the team, if they're going for a hot lap run and they mess up, they probably have to come all the way back in, refuel up, change out the tires and wheels again, and go out for another hot lap test. I think this is why we don't see as many world record attempts at the Nürburgring or many other brands chasing lap times here, because the level of investment is so high. It really is so high. I think why Ford is doing it is because, well, their CEO, he's a car enthusiast, he loves what he does, and he's very eager and determined to have the brand put on a good show against the best competitors in the world, to show the world what Ford can do. Other brands, it's not really in their budget, or they're not really too interested in trying to prove themselves out there. If you look at other brands like McLaren, they're not really going after lap times at the Nürburgring and showing what they can do. Is Ferrari? No. Is Lamborghini anymore? No. We did see Lamborghini go out with a Aventador SVJ, put down a very fast lap time, but years have passed. Why hasn't the STO put down a public lap time at the Nürburgring? And we can compare that against the Lamborghini Performante. I'm not sure. How about the Lamborghini Revuelto? Has it gone out on the Nürburgring to put down a public lap for all of us to see? No, it hasn't. It begs the question whether or not these cars can really put down a fast lap time anymore since they're getting heavier, or are the teams just simply not interested in going after such an endeavor because their budget is not it's not on the cards for them. I love how Ford is doing that. They want to prove themselves. So it would be great if not only Ford does this, but also Chevrolet, if they announce a ZR1 Nürburgring lap time, or if they wait till Mustang with the GTD goes out there and puts on their lap time so they can go back out and try to beat it. I don't know. There's so many different ways that these companies can have fun going after each other while making themselves look good. And then at the end of the day, to make marketing sell well, to sell cars. I do believe that we're definitely going to see a Porsche lap time with the new GT2 RS on that racetrack, because Porsche is the one brand that is so consistent. I've met many of their team members from Porsche, and they are very enthusiastic about what they do, and I'm really impressed by what they do. I think all of us are. With the GT3, they put down a fast lap time, a public lap time. With the GT3 RS, they put down a public lap time. The GT2 RS, they did as well. Now, when you consider the next one, of course, they're going to do the same thing. The question is, how much faster will it be than the current GT3 RS? If we consider the GTD going against like the GT3 RS, the GTD is a lot more horsepower. It's got 300 more horsepower. Yeah, actually 300, right? Because the GT3 RS has 510 horsepower, so this has got 815. 300 more horsepower with wider tires. Wow, that's going to be insane. Hopefully Ford announces their downforce numbers too, because that's a whole different gray area right now. We know the GT3 RS has almost 2,000 pounds of downforce. If this Mustang has close to that, I think it'll be a win for sure. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps me out. And subscribe for much more great content coming out your way. While you do that, hit the notification bell so you're up to date with all the new videos coming out the second I post them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.